Hi wonderful friends, we're back.
So after 4 months of lockdown, I unraveled from my cocoon of doing nothing and went straight to the climbing gym. Oh, and while you're here, don't forget to check out my lockdown adventures.
The next time you'll see me will be hopefully me heading off to the gym.
Alright. I'm on the way to my first session after 4 months of lockdown, but I'm super excited. Today is the day for it. It is raining, so what better thing to do than to exercise inside? I'm just excited. Okay, so I've just arrived at Blockhouse. Woohoo! I'm ready for today's session. I'm climbing with Alex, which will be fun. Got the essentials, my face mask, so I'll probably put that on. Look who I found! Who is this person? Oh my god! Hello. I feel like your face mask matches your jumper.
Oh yes, that was the aim.
Wow, more greenness. Wow, there's a lot of greenness. Verify that it's you. It is me. Am I allowed to show this? I'll blur it. Check in. Check in. I've checked in.
Filming me?
Yes, I am. Who is this? Coffee things. It's fine. It's your...
Not my best work.
It's nice.
I like onions.
I like onions. Is it good coffee? Your own coffee? So after Alex had his onion coffee, we headed straight to the warm-up area to prep ourselves for some highly anticipated climbing adventures. I hadn't moved at all during lockdown, so I really needed to get my heart pumping. If you're curious about my warm-up routine, I actually made a video about it which breaks down all my warm-up tips and tricks, including cardio, mobility, and on-wall drills before climbing. And I'll link it down below if you're interested in watching. But yes, essentially we warmed ourselves up off the wall first and then got on our climbing shoes ready for some bouldering. So here I am warming up on an easy climb first, just to get my body used to the holds and the height of the wall again. It was a pretty rainy and cold morning, so I hopped on another lower grade climb, this one is a red, to continue the warm-up process. I really tried to move slowly and with intention up the wall, focusing on controlling my center of gravity and being careful with my footwork. Now here's Alex and I trying a slightly steep purple climb. The holds are pretty juggy and the footholds are a decent size, but a little slopey. Since the wall is a bit steep, this required a lot of pushing from my legs and powerful lunging motions to get up the wall. I really messed up my feet sequence here, whoops, but that's okay, all a part of the learning experience. And here we both are practicing our safe landing skills, which is very important, especially when we're just coming back climbing. We moved on next to this purple climb, which looked very interesting due to its slopey holds, but it was a slab and I can never say no to a good slab climb. As you can see, I was pretty confused and decided to smear my feet up the wall to the next foothold. This climb was particularly techy and required a lot of fancy footwork, including trusting your feet, one-leg squats, and sitting deep into your hips, as the holds were not very juggy at all. but a good challenge as well just to warm my limbs up.
Is it working?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
On to the next slab, we spotted this feature climb, which I believe was purple grade, but I got a bit confused.
Which one is it? Is it this one too? Or is it, there's two handholds here?
It's probably that one, right? Yeah, I think it's that one.
One of the things I've been trying to do recently is to practice my anti-climbing styles. I've never really been a fan of using volumes, whether it be holding them or standing on them, so I decided to give myself a challenge. I'm always super cautious and slow, especially when I forget to read the boulder and just jump on. I was a bit scared here of the high foot press while keeping tension with my right hand pull move, as it felt like a big commitment to trust my left foot on a feature that was sideways. But I know that I just have to press hard on my toes and pull hard to stay on the wall. It was definitely a fun little challenge of climbing. As you can see here, Alex doesn't even need the foothold. What a boss. Next, we decided to switch it up to another sector, where Alex lured me into trying a dynamic climb. Coordination dynos are also something I'm trying to get better at, so I felt warm enough for the challenge. One of the first cruxes of this climb was getting to the start hold jug by running up 2 features. Committing to running with enough power on features is one thing, and the second tricky part is actually catching that hold. Wow, he makes it look so easy. As you can see, Alex definitely used a left toe hook catch, which I completely ignored, and I just didn't want to commit to because it felt very far away. Alex here decides to give me a hand to get up just to see if I could get to that toe hook, which was a struggle in itself.
This climb is hard and I can't breathe. But keep your masks on, but also like, it's hard to breathe.
I ended up trying a beta where I could run up and catch the hold with a quick foot swap to prevent slipping off the side of the wall. It felt so awkward to stand here because the jug was facing the wrong way to generate any power off, and since I didn't have that left toe hook to lock me in, I really couldn't move left comfortably without just falling off because the features were not very nice either. good, definitely a fun project and experience of climbing despite not getting it, but potentially next time. Away from coordination dynos and onto steep techie climbing, which is more or less my style. This climb was particularly fun as I got to use a bunch of heel hooks and toe hooks to keep myself on the wall. You can see a difference in both Alex and my beta as we both use our own strengths to solve this boulder problem. There is an inevitable part in the middle where we have to cut, which only adds to the difficulty of staying on a steep wall, but it was definitely really fun. Okay, that was a lot of climbing, so we decided to take a break and ended up sitting down and catching up about our personal lives, which was a nice opportunity to chill and have a little bit of a rest. After that, Alex and I decided to try out a long, crimpy looking climb. As you can see, I got a bit lost in the middle as I didn't realize I needed to bump my right hand to that crimp. As this climb is on a slightly overhung wall, every lunge to a crimp was taxing on my body, but I tried my best to power through. We eventually got there, but wow, I was exhausted. Alas, my curiosity got the better of me as I hopped straight onto this next slopey looking climb. Here's my first attempt. Whoops. Gotta get that jumper off and concentrate now. What I really enjoyed here was the idea of sitting fully inside the wall. It kind of felt cozy in some ways, actually. Standing up from this position meant compressing between two slopers to stop myself from barn-dooring off the feet, as the darker section of the wall is steep and pushes you out. I knew I had to get to that sloper, so I decided to give it a test jump. Whoops! Not enough pull, but at least I could touch the hold. Here I try a double hand catch. Too much momentum, not enough control. Let's try again. And here's Alex giving it a go. Yay, well done, Alex. What a boss. Now I gotta give it a good old brush because everything's solved by brushing the climb. And here we go. So this time I actually stabbed my feet to control the momentum and tensed my shoulders really hard, so we managed to get there in the end. Yay! And here's me getting confused and wasting time on the rest of the climb. we made it. Yay! Next, Alex spotted this slopey looking slab to give us a bit of a break from the dynamic business. Never mind, he used his dynamic powers here. I actually really enjoyed seeing him use the left hand press with the right foot wall stab. It actually looked so flawless and flowy, so well done, Alex. Now let's see how I try to tackle it. Yeah, sorry, no dinos for me, just some good old-fashioned footwork. I really enjoy using heel hooks and then turning them into toe hooks to keep the tension, so I don't have to use my arms so much, and it really has helped in so many ways. I definitely did the wrong beta here, but also luckily I am quite flexible, so I could stay on, but not recommended if you are not warmed up. And the final climb of this half of the video was trying out this feature-filled crimpy problem. And that's it.
Wow, that was a lot of climbing. Congratulations if you've made it this far. You've officially watched 18 minutes of Grace doing things. So good job. I hope you enjoyed my first session back. Make sure to tune in for part 2, which will definitely be coming out in a few weeks. I hope you have a wonderful day and thanks for stopping by. Bye.